Welcome back, everyone. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope Community, a place to heal, relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those who want to see you blossom and/or bloom. I am Jessica. Sup, I am a Reiki Master Teacher and Intuitive. And today we have a special session as we are continuing on this little mini series of healing. We're going to be healing the spirit, the soul's connection. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. And if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. Hey, this is your nightly or daily self-care routine where you take care of yourself and you do what you do when you do what you're doing. I'm sorry, I forgot to give y'all some forearm kisses in one of the videos. Okay, so I'm going to give you some, and you're going to get some extra ones. So, the new babies, you will get one kiss on the forearm. You're now one of my babies. And for my returning babies, multiple 2 times kisses. Mama loves you. Okay, let's go ahead and get this going, get this together. So we start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Excellent. Okay, you ready? Relax. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So we have about a week left before we start the pre-week, which is to experience a week in my year-long energy healing apprenticeship, energy healing practitioner apprenticeship. So it's starting March 19th. It goes to March 26th. You got about a week. I only do it about once a year. I might do it twice. I don't know. It depends on how this goes. So feel free to join that. So today we're going to be working on the spirit and the soul. So the first thing I want you to do is just bring your hands to your heart right here and get real comfortable with yourself. Give yourself a little hug. You remember this when you were younger? You look like you're making out. Give yourself a nice little hug here and be okay with yourself. It's so important that in this life, you feel as though your soul's purpose, your soul mission, which is a part of your dreams, whatever your dreams are, because I say I'm a dream weaver, whatever your dreams are, I want you to deeply connect here. Because when you do not live out your dreams, it feels like your soul is dying. It feels like your soul is kind of getting its battery kind of not recharged, or kind of you've been plugging in your battery too long and now it's just sucked up all the energy. It won't hold the charge. So what you want to do is you want to bring that back into yourself, bring that back into your life. First thing you do is you follow your dreams. And second thing you do is you find your spiritual path, your routine. You all know all the time, I don't care what you do, that's your business, because I'm going to do what I want to do. And I could care what someone else says, So you have to make the decision of what's right for you and stick with it. Be okay with if it grows, changes, whatever, but it's mostly about your consistency, having consistency with yourself. And the soul here starts to shift. It starts to grow and it starts to feel different. So I want you to take this moment to tap into whatever your understanding is to the unknown, the divine, or if you decide that There's nothing out there. What I notice people is that even when people are atheists, they have an understanding of what they think is out there. It just may not align with religion, or it may not align with society and culture. So when I say whatever your understanding is, I mean whatever that is, because there are people who find a strong spiritual path in their religious path as well. So all of these people are living at the same time. Nobody is wrong. You just have to be in whatever feels right to you. This division that we see when it comes to the elitism of religion and spiritual paths is such a waste of time. It's such a waste of time and space. The reason why I say it's a waste of time and space is because connect in. You do not need something outside of you to validate what your spiritual path is. You can feel guided. You can feel like something brings energy in. But you have to make that decision and allow yourself that power to do so, and give others the freedom to do so as well. People have common sense. They're not going to be doing weird things, but you got to go on that journey. Okay? Because when people are forced to do things, like when you're forced into a religion or a spiritual belief or something like that, it's really no different than when someone forces you into a job or a career or a role you don't like, forces you to do a hobby you don't like, forces you, you feel forced to be in a working environment that you don't like. All of these things kind of suck the soul. And the purpose of the soul, I believe, you have your own things. The purpose of the soul is to free yourself, to open yourself up, to open your mind up, to find a path that's different, to find a path that's unique to you, even if it feels weird. Like, I know for myself that I am a healer. I take on clients, I teach others, and I like to create resources for people to use to tap in to their self-care journey, self-care practice every day. So it's going to look different every day. On the outside looking in, I think that if people have never heard of energy healing, Reiki, ASMR, they have no clue what I'm doing. It looks a little crazy. But who cares? Because I get so much light in life when you all tell me how much these communities that I put a lot of times putting together, how it positively impacts your life. So I know it has a purpose. I didn't need someone else to come and chart this out for me. I didn't need someone else to come and, do this life for me. I'm creating my own lane each and every day. So I say that to say to you to create your lane each and every day. Follow your soul. And the soul's purpose and the soul's mission can look all over the place, But what you want to think about how you're going to feel when you're older, when you're in your 80s, in your 90s. What are you going to feel like you wasted your time doing when you were younger? You wasted your time worried about things that didn't matter. You wasted your time trying to live up to other people's expectations. You wasted your time playing it so safe that you never chased your dream or allowed yourself to truly just be yourself, always trying to put on a mask for someone else or something else. And also, you waste your time pursuing things that really weren't that important to you. You got to decide what's really important to you. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't make sense. I can honestly tell you, in building this community, I lost a whole relationship because I believed so strongly in this, and they could not understand what was going on here. They're low-key hating, but they couldn't understand what was going on here, to the point where I made the decision, this is where I need to be, this is my path. And they were so nervous. Well, You're really spiritual. I don't know how to describe that to other people. I feel embarrassed. That's on you. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me. And so what I did was I trusted myself. I went forward. And now I feel like I connect with people. First of all, found love. Okay, so don't worry about that. Very happy. But I also feel like had I stopped because someone else outside of me told me to stop, then I would have missed the opportunity to see so many people grow and move on their self-care journey. And I've always wanted to give people what I was missing. I wanted these spaces, and now I'm able to create these spaces. So I say that to say, in following my soul, I'm making it up every day, but it's worth it. I can't imagine any other life. I can't imagine any other feeling. I can't imagine any other way of doing things. And I keep my life open to maybe I'll have other things I want to do or other things that take up my time. But I know I'm exactly where I need to be. I know I'm where I'm doing the greatest good. So I want to encourage you to check in with yourself. How do you feel? Do you feel that you're where you want to be? And it's okay to have goals that you're working towards. But I mean, are you on the right trajectory? What does your soul tell you? What does your spirit tell you? You can tap in here and start to ask yourself what's important. And I want you to trust the first thoughts that come up. Because whenever I do intuitive training, which, may I shout out, is a part of the apprenticeship, I get people really, really comfortable with what are the first thoughts that come up in their channeling sessions and trusting that. When you trust yourself, because you're not going to lie to yourself, you're not going to. You can try to suppress how you feel because you feel like, oh, it's not realistic or not right now. But your dreams will eventually come up. Okay? So when you trust yourself, your soul flourishes. And you have to be very, very precise with how you want to approach this life. Like for me, when I look at myself and I look at overall what is my life's purpose, I understand that my life's purpose at this moment in my life is healing, is health. And I show up each and every day by working on myself each and every day. And then from the things that I learn, I create communities to support others to do the same as they work on themselves. That's simple, straight to the point. But I know that even if I wasn't doing this, health would still be very, very, very important to me. So I'm opening up this opportunity for you all to check in with yourself too. What is your soul telling you? What is it saying? It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be complicated either. We don't have to have this big complicated thing. Let life play out however it is, however it wants to play out. I used to do a lot of manifesting work, especially when I was early on in my training, because I felt like I wasn't in control of my own life. So I felt like I wanted to manifest to bring things in. But now that I'm in a space where I'm in full control of my own life, I don't do the same things. I just allow life to happen. Why? Because you don't always have to manipulate everything. You don't always have to stay in the same situation and just hope for little glimpses of your dream life to come into your life. Because I feel like that perspective, that's what kind of was happening with the manifesting. Instead, if you course correct, put yourself on the right trajectory, you can just walk the path and live life. You can be excited by the things that show up. You don't have to be in control of everything at all times. Just walk forward, connecting with your energy, connecting with your spirit, connecting with yourself. just walk forward. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths here. And I want to cement in you that you have permission to dream whatever you want to dream and to follow through on those dreams. First breath. Second breath. And final breath. Good job, babies. You've done an excellent job, and I hope you have been enjoying this mini series. I would like to tap in and remind you that the 52-week challenge is still going on. It has moved. It is now in the My People community. So thempcommunity.com is where you can go to join the Mystic group where we're continuing on with the 52-week challenge. There's multiple things going on there. We have 2 communities. We have My People, and inside of My People, we have a special space called the Mystics where we continue esoteric knowledge learning, and also I do all my pilot programs there. So whenever you all come up with a good idea or I come up with a good idea that eventually becomes something, I like to test it out there first. So that's one of the really great perks of being a part of that community, and just a lot of really amazing and fun things. So come on over to the My People community. There's free things, there's paid things. So whatever level it is, just come on over. It is a way where you can interact. It's a way where you can post and share and be in community and collective with each other. It's super lovely, super wonderful. I've been asking people how they like it. Chef's kiss, they love it. And also to remind you, you do have about 1 more week to sign up for the pre-week just to enjoy it. If you just want to do the pre-week, that's fine too, but I want to give you this opportunity just to feel it and just to see how it feels. So if no one has said it, let me go ahead and say it, babies. I love you, but love yourself a little bit more each and every day. So I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.